Hi folks, Dr. Ed Beyer. Today I'm going to be talking about a specific case that came to me that had, his name is William, and William's a 66-year-old retired school teacher. He came to me with his wife Kathy a couple months ago, and his chief complaint was gastroparesis. And I know I made a small video on gastroparesis, and it's kind of, a lot of people have seen it, so I thought I'd share this one case about William. Now when William came to see me, his chief complaint was vomiting. His wife would say that just about every meal she'd have to have a bag. And I've been talking to a lot of people out there that suffer from this all over the world, actually, and it's just it can be a horrible thing. But he was a really tough case, and he would vomit all his meals, so he was obviously very malnourished. And William also suffered from type 2 diabetes, which was one of the underlying metabolic factors that we know can be one of the things that causes gastroparesis. Well, anyhow, here's William's story. Okay, we're here with Bill and Kathy. Bill is our patient who came to me for gastroparesis, correct? And type 2 diabetes. And Kathy's been his helpmate and been awesome throughout this process. You've been under care 2 months now. Now, Bill, tell me about your vomiting symptoms and your GI symptoms when you first came here.
When I first got here, I was vomiting probably once a day for a good month probably, and the vomiting has stopped pretty much.
When was the last time you threw up?
About a month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago.
And pretty much every day when you came here, because that's a common symptom of gastroparesis. So, and then constipation, diarrhea, all of that's gotten much better. Kathy, you could tell me, was he able to hold down food or?
When he first had the problem with the gastroparesis, he would eat food, and as soon as he finished eating it, I had plastic bags around my house because he would start coughing, and all of a sudden he'd vomit everything, and everything came up totally undigested. It's like it came down and it went right back up. Anything he chewed was right back in the garbage bag. And this was every single day, and I was at my wit's end.
Mm-hmm. So. And that's totally changed. How do you feel about
that?
Oh my
gosh, it's a life-changing. It's life-changing.
Awesome. And now we didn't mention that, well, we did mention the type 2 diabetes, right, which is a common cause of gastroparesis. And when we came in, your A1C was, what was it? Do you remember?
A1C was 9.1.
And we just measured it today, less than 2 months later. And what was it today?
6.4.
6.4. And Kathy, how's he doing with his diabetes medication? How much less is he taking?
He oftentimes in the morning his blood sugar is less than 100, and I'm not even giving him any supplements. He normally was on Humalog insulin 3 times a day, and then he would take the Levemir at night. The Levemir we've dropped down by 3 units, and then if his blood sugar is under 100, we don't even give any Humalog at all.
And we're just 2 months into this, so that's awesome. So thanks, guys. So what we did with William, first of all, he had a neurological condition where the vagus nerve, the autonomic nervous system, the parasympathetics from the brainstem into the gut were very not working hardly at all on him. So we had him do specific neurological exercises at home, and at first he wasn't too compliant, but his wife really stuck with him. And then we also had to work on what was damaging his nervous system. We had to get his glucose under control. Within 2 months, as you saw, his A1C dropped from 9.1 to 6.4, and I think he's off like 80% of his insulin, and we're just getting started with him. He also had severe bacterial overgrowth in his gut, leaky gut syndrome, and multiple food sensitivities. So we had him work with our nutritionist, and I had to alter his diet, and you could see the results. So many people out there that are watching suffer from gastroparesis, and they were told by their gastroenterologist, there's nothing more we can do for you. And that is actually true from a medical perspective. But from a functional, neurological, and metabolic perspective, which is what we do, there's a lot that could be done. So I hope that helps some of you out there. I'm Dr. Ed Beyer. Have a great day.